Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Tales Tuesday. Today, I'm gonna be playing Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, complete edition. And I'm actually really tired, cause I've been doing a lot today. My body's been pushed to its limits, and now I just need to rest. And hello, Obi-Wan Coyote. Hello there. I don't have time for this. Thank you, Rolando. Hi, Tails. How have you been? I've been better than I am doing now. Thanks, the Blue Blur 360. Hey, Tails, how are things going? Well, I'm gonna play this game that you suggested, and because things have not been going the best, as a matter of fact, you might actually say that they've been going bad, because I am physically destroyed at this present moment in time, and I may never physically recover, but it's fine actually, because I'm sure I'll be okay someday. I just can't. I kind of can't feel my legs very well. I can't feel my arms super good, and thank you, Lightning Tiger. Well, seeing you like this is pretty depressing. I am just physically.
Miles, you have a visitor.
Mom, I'm just being alone today, actually, because I'm really.
I'll just send her away then.
Yes. Look, it's a little party. Thanks, Ray. Cheer up, you got out of the Mystic Ruins. That took a while, and then I had this exercise class thing, and I don't feel so good, you guys. Thank you, Anonymous. Are you still planning to move out with Sonic? Yes, I'll have to if... Thank you, Obi-Wan. It'll be okay when I marry your mother. Okay, you know what? Thanks, CC Trillas. Good, be sad, Frieza lover. Yeah, look, I think I definitely will.
Really important.
I think I definitely will need to move out with Sonic.
She says it's really important.
I don't think I can until I turn 18, so that's gonna be like next month.
Do you know if there's a problem? She says it's about Sonic.
What? Who is it, Mom?
I don't know. She says she's your friend, and she wants to ask about Sonic.
Okay, is it Amy or...
Well, she looks kind of like her.
What do you mean?
Listen, I know it's been a while, but I know it's your son's best little friend, right?
Oh, we're kind of more like brothers.
Well, I'm literally his sister, and I want to know where he is.
Oh, thanks, Night Fury Lover. Hey,
Oh, you're
Tails,
doing
we
the
saw
show.
Sonic yesterday. Turns out he's been locked up for a week fighting a Gizoid. Yes, that's right, a Gizoid, so needless to say, he's also exhausted.
Wait, is he okay? Or
No,
is he super robot?
No, I heard through work. He's fine. He's just like filling out paperwork and doing like interviews.
Oh, well,
and
that's a relief.
getting scanned and physical exams.
So he's
and
coming back home anytime soon, right?
maybe I don't actually. That's not like a guarantee.
Are you playing a game? Are you playing a game? Oh, when was the last time I got to play a game? I got to play his average show. Oh, look, you can be a kid. Is this Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, it's Scott Pilgrim.
I love Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
I'll
that's
be
cool.
Ramona.
That's like
and I'll be Pink. Oh, this is
that is actually a crazy
wonderful.
coincidence. You'd like Scott Pilgrim?
Oh, yes, of course. He's so cute.
Scott Pilgrim is supposed to be like a terrible person, actually.
He's adorable. What are you saying? Wait, how do I attack? No, they just kicked my butt.
Thank you, Rewarding Cheese. You might want to put some heating pads on your arms and legs to help relax your muscles and eat and drink something with protein. Thank you, Rewarding Cheese.
Are you okay?
I went to an exercise class and I don't know if my body will ever be the same. Thank you, Shadow Android. What's all this I hear about a Gizoid?
They're like a super robot, but obviously Sonic's fine. Do you know when he's coming back home?
No, he's still at work, and working for G1 is it's a little different to other jobs, so I don't know if he's coming back home anytime soon. Thanks, Obi-Wan. Hello there, Sonya. How are you? How's your lips?
My lips? Oh, wow. I understand now. Well, they're a little sore, but, that's to be expected.
Do you have a cold or...
What?
So, yeah, do you have cold sores or...
No,
What's wrong with
I've
you?
just been kissing my boyfriend a lot.
Oh, good
No, you would
for
understand what it's like to have a lover, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
I don't appreciate this judgment. I truly don't.
Thank you, Mangy Tails. Sniff, sniff, Mangy wanders outside.
Wait, is that little thing, that weird creature?
He is a weird creature. I would certainly describe him that way. Thank you, the Blue Blur 360. You look tired, Tails. Have you been sleeping much? It was this
You don't
exercise.
look very tired, actually.
I was worn
What
out a
happened
lot.
to you?
I went to an exercise class and it was
Oh, I
was
love
beyond
those. What was it?
it was yoga.
You're tired out from yoga?
No, it was very, very hard yoga.
Like what?
It was something called Hatha yoga.
That's extremely chill.
No,
Are
you
you
don't
joking right
understand.
now?
It was all slow, so the tension
Well,
was
that's
kept on
why
my
it's
muscles
chill.
for a very long time.
That's why it's chill.
No, if tension is on your muscle tissue for a longer amount of time, then it's harder. And thank you, Night Fury Lover. By the way, Sonya, your makeout sessions with Dexter on Saturday was partially on camera the whole time.
Oh.
Not to mention out in the open at a public party.
Well,
I get you love your boyfriend, but maybe make sure you guys are somewhere more private.
Listen, it's not illegal to kiss. It was just a few smooches, not a big deal.
It was... Maybe you should take that advice, though.
No, I don't have time to stop expressing my love for my Schnookums. He's such a beast.
Could you not call Dexter a beast?
What?
Could you not do that?
But he is. You wouldn't understand.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave if you're gonna call Dexter a beast. I can't deal with another
I'm not the
thing
one who
right
brought
now.
him up. I'm not gonna lie about him.
Then let's stop talking about him, okay?
Wait, now hold on, man. Why should I stop talking when they're asking me about him?
Well, they're not anymore. Please, I want to relive that party where you were doing all that stuff.
It sounds like you're just jealous. It sounds like you also need to work out so you can keep up with that kind of thing. It's a very competitive world out there now.
Sex is competitive? You're doing competitive ranked sex instead of casual sex?
Well, kind of, yes.
What in the world? Why would, what?
Dexter and I always joked that we're doing sex too. Other people don't do it like we do.
I can't. Thank you,
No,
Charmy.
other people don't have it. They
Don't
don't have a
listen to him,
spark.
Sonya. It makes good content.
I know it. Wait, what? Wait.
Charmy, aren't you in prison? No, not prison. Hospital. He should be in prison, but instead he's in a hospital. 'Cause Big got him. Thank you, Sir Nell. Tails.
This game is very boring.
Tails does have a good reason to be strained. Yoga, especially to those not used to stretching their bodies, can be pretty painful and straining. Yes, and it was very difficult. And I don't know if I'll ever be the same.
Oh, I have extra moves. I wasn't even pressing all the buttons. Never mind.
Thank you, Sebastian. Sonya, can Sonic expect a nephew soon?
Oh, good. I don't know. I mean, we have talked about it. We have a boy and a girl name, and And backup names as well, in case we have two of the same gender.
Wait, you're planning on having kids?
Oh, yes, of course.
When are you going to do that?
Well, obviously after we get married.
When are you doing that?
Well, I don't know yet. He has not asked me yet.
You're too busy with competitive ranked.
No, sex too, we always call it.
I would have thought that sex was like more of a live service game than a numbered
You know,
release.
I've never really thought about it before. Maybe it is. Maybe you're right. You could be onto something there. Now, anyway,
I haven't given it a lot of thought. Maybe you're right. I think you've thought about it more than I have.
I think I have.
Sure, you're too busy sex-toing.
Then that's fine.
Thank you, Rolando. Sonia, I'm not sure if you like playing games, but if you do, what's your favorite?
Well, not this one. This is a little hard for me. I like playing Candy Crush. Does that count?
Candy Crush is technically a video game, yes.
But I wish I really could pick a man up and use him as a weapon on another man. This girl's all a woman.
That is true. Thanks, Lajari. If Charmy is back, then that means Bully. I think he's just texting from the hospital.
Wait, what's bullying got to do with anything? I haven't come here to be mean.
No,
I wanted to ask when Sonic's coming back home. I have a lot of problems back home. Don't you know what my other brother is doing?
I think he got a job. And,
No, it's
and
worse.
Amy's pretending that he's not gonna, screw everything up. And
He's convincing everyone he's a nice guy, and successfully so as well.
Oh, thanks, Ray. Hi, Sonia. Glad you and Dexter are doing very well, despite
We
how
are.
it began. Anyway, the tour agency is still offering hot air balloon rides, so come on down.
Oh, I'd love that. That sounds super romantic. When do you have availability, Ray? I'd love to do it.
Oh, thank you. Tails, a special admirer. I have some smooches for you, too, my Tailsy Walesy. No, thank you.
Well, why'd you accept?
No, thank you, Tina.
You're obviously lonely. Look at your behavior around someone who's not lonely.
I feel like I'm mostly behaving like someone suffering from extreme exhaustion.
No, you're behaving like someone's been single forever.
I have been single forever. I'm only 17.
Well, you can fix that. You know, when I was your age, I've been dating for 4 years.
It's not really something to brag about.
But it's still true.
Thanks, Elliot Wilbur. As Sonia's guard, I've seen things, Tails. Trust me.
Well, yes, I suppose you would have, but you know, you don't have to stick around if you don't like it.
Thank you. Milo Prower, inmate 666. Salutations, little brother.
Wait, hold on.
From the
what?
correctional institution. The faculty believe I'm making much progress. They are playing right into my hands. Or I'm being brainwashed without realizing it. I don't know anymore. I built a computer out of a microwave, some chewing gum, and a calculator. I asked Mimi to bake a cake in my care package.
Wait, you have an annoying brother as well?
He's actually more evil than
Well, no, so is mine.
see, my little brother is actually really evil. He tried to cause a nuclear war, and
Well, hey, my brother did not try to do that, but you know what? He's still pretty evil. He hurts girls' feelings. And he steals things a lot. You have any idea how much makeup he stole from me?
I don't
It was
I don't really know
Cole's
why
makeup.
would he
It was
do that.
Fenty Beauty. He stole a lot of makeup. He likes to wear it himself.
Well, I mean, it's a modern world, so that's not the problem.
Every mascara, every eyeliner. He takes
Theft is
everything.
still- Thanks, Obi-Wan. I suggest you accept Tina's offer, Tails. Nothing like some smooches to get the exhaustion out of you. You'll feel lively and energetic.
Exactly. Oh no, I died. Oh shoot, that was really hard.
Thank you, Night Fury Lover. I'm sorry to say this, Sonya, I really am. But the way you talk about what you do with Dexter so openly, You truly are your father's
No,
daughter.
I don't appreciate that. I'm young and we're a cute couple. Dad's creepy and likes to go to strip clubs.
Should I play the...
Please do, it's too hard. My dad likes to go to strip clubs, alright? Now when do you think Sonic's coming back home anyway?
I don't know when he's gonna come back home.
I really confuse him right now. Manic's getting carried away with his whole I'm a nice guy thing, and Sonic's the only one who understands he's not. Hi, Dominic. So your Manic shtick's only worked on women. He insulted Silver and Dexter both, and Silver sent Manic flying to a bush as a result. Well, that's not good enough. He's still fooling my uncle and my dad.
So, what exactly did he do?
He keeps on supposedly buying them stuff, but I know he would have stolen them. I don't think he's ever bought anything in his life.
I'm sorry.
Well, everybody should be sorry, but Sonic's the only one who can put him in his place.
I think Amy kind of put him in his place when she almost killed him.
I disagree. He's still up to no good. Let me tell you.
Okay, well, if almost killing him doesn't put him in his place, then nothing's going to. So you just gotta get rid of him.
I don't know how. That's why I need Sonic. So you're seeing the problem?
Okay, yeah, I see your problem, Sonya, but Sonic's not here. He's at
Let's
work.
see what advice your friends have. Thank you, Blue Blur. Just pretend one of the people you're beating up in the game is Obi-Wan, Tails. Let some anger out. It'll be good for you.
Okay.
Is he an enemy of yours?
He's trying to break up my parents' marriage.
I'll take that as a yes. Trust me, if they want a divorce, though, it is better to let them.
No, it's because of Obi-Wan.
No, but listen, if somebody wants to leave, sometimes it's better to just let them. I can understand why you hate him, but I'm just letting you know. Sometimes divorce is good. Thank you, Mangy. Mangy was disturbed by Tina's presence and runs off elsewhere. Well, thank goodness for that. I don't like that weird thing. Thank you, Charmy the Bee. So many hot, thick nurses here. You little creep. You know, I think you get along well with my brother, Manic.
Also, maybe your dad as well, which is...
That's a given. Thank you, Obi-Wan Coyote. Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know, Sonya. Manic seems pretty cool to me. Well, that explains everything. One player to another. That's the problem right there.
Look, I think everybody knows that he's not a good person, but...
Thank you, rewarding cheese. Manic might be trying to change, but might need professional help. And probably a proper diagnosis from a psychologist. He doesn't need that. He needs a job. And to get away
I thought he got a job.
No, let me finish my sentence. He needs a job far, far away.
What if he doesn't get one?
Well, I don't want him living with me anymore. He's seriously getting in the way. And everybody thinks he's such a nice guy, which honestly is just galling. Thank you, Anonymous. Manic seems like a cool person, says the one who stole my book. See? Everybody's saying they don't like these players. Nobody likes a player. Thank you, Professor Neo. Oh my, gears have started. How does Vector and Espio deal with Charmy? I don't know. He's a little jerk. I'm trying to tend to his injuries and he's... Never mind. Hello, Tails and Sonya. How are you two? Probably better than you having to deal with that menace of a bee. How come everybody in this city knows him?
Because he's a notorious prankster and one of the worst people who ever lived.
I know that. Everybody knows that. He's horrible. All he likes to do is bully people and make sexually explicit comments about every woman he sees.
That sounds like Charmy.
It's disgusting, honestly. Thank you, Child of the Moon. I've made to ask Princess what's of Manic's darker tan. He sure wasn't that tan 6 years ago. Is he dyeing his fur to look more tanned? Probably. That's something I would believe. It's considered sexier to have darker fur, so he probably did that, but if he's willing to dye his fur, why he didn't dye it away from green, I do not know. He could have given it a blow tint, but no. He seems to be happy to be green. Also, Fox Boy, I saw you cash the check I sent you. Got doing business with you. Are you doing shady deals?
No, I a consultancy thing, which was not very well paid, actually.
Well, don't do anything illegal.
Well, I mean, a lot of people would be surprised by what is and isn't legal.
My boyfriend works for God. He'll stop you.
I also work for Gun, and Gun is... Do you think Gun is a moral entity?
What are you trying to say?
Look,
You know what? Never mind. Just follow the law. Thank you, Elliot. Sonia, you know it's not true. Last time I left you two, got kicked out from a restaurant and almost had cops called. You were indecent exposure. It was a shit show. That was just a rumor. We had too much to drink. Things may have been said, but nothing illegal happened. That part is a rumor. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Sonia, before you criticize me for stealing married women, let me remind you, essentially stole Dexter from Amy and I returned that book. Okay, I don't know what book we're talking about. I just know that Dexter was not married, and he also wasn't happy. So really, I saved 2 people in one go.
well, I'm... To be honest, I kind of agree with you. That was a really bad relationship that Dexter and Amy had, but... You ever feel like maybe the whole, like... Leaving Amy in front of her and not letting her down gently at all was
You can't
a bad
stop.
idea?
You can't stop feelings when they blossom, when they bloom.
I
Thank you,
believe
Lion
you.
Tiger. Wow, what did Tina do to scare Mangy away? I don't know. Maybe Tina could tell us. Thank you, CC Turtles. Your boyfriend is weak, Needle. I mean Sonia. Listen here, Mr. Turtles. That's not
Wait,
a nice
turtles,
thing to say.
is that... Oh, turtles.
That's not a word. He'll be a turtle.
Actually, he's a monkey.
He's a monkey and he's a turtle.
No, he's not both. He's
Listen,
just
why
a
does this
monkey.
whole thing ring a bell?
I think this... I must have had this conversation before.
Thank you, Charming. Epic prank time pulling hospital fire alarm edition. This is what I mean. All he likes to do is bully people, be mean, and make sexist comments all the time. Someone needs to put him in his place. Look at this stupid body he photoshopped on himself.
Well, that's just charming.
Why would you have a giant buff human body anyway, you little jerk? Where is Sonic when you need him?
He's a gun doing...
Well, he needs to be back home saving the day here like he always does.
Well, it's kind of important, the implications of what's going on with the stuff he's been doing.
Well, yeah, like what? He's been fighting some robots. He always does that, so what?
Well, you know what? I probably shouldn't talk about it technically.
Why not?
Well, because you don't work for the same shady organization.
We'll find out eventually anyway. What happened, people? They seem to know. Thank you, CC Turtles. Really, Tails? You didn't learn anything? Hashtag SLM chat? What are you talking about?
Look, we don't need to bring up SLM again.
What does that mean?
Don't, no, we're not doing that again.
Whatever, fine. Keep your secrets. Thank you, Obi-Wan. You're lucky your parents are divorced, Sonia. Yes, I know I am. They were horrible together. But you know what? I was unlucky that they didn't love each other that much to begin with. I was unlucky Manic was born. He ruined everything. You know, if it hadn't been for him, I might have had a chance at a happy childhood.
Well, it seems crazy to kind of blame him for that.
No, you don't understand. He ruined my childhood more ways than one, and Sonic ran away and left me to deal with him the whole time myself.
I feel like...
Listen, I know he's your best friend, but really what he did was not nice.
I mean, maybe your parents were responsible for a lot more here.
Mom is very, very busy. And Dad's a moron, you know that.
Well, that is true.
Thank you, Lanchari. Sonic may be doing underground ring fighting. Why the hell is he doing that?
No, I think he's at work, you guys. I don't think Sonic would do.
Where's the underground ring fighting anyway? Thank you, Elliot. Sonia, I had to bribe the owner to keep you out of jail. I don't believe you. That didn't happen. You know, of all the things that didn't happen, that didn't happen the most. Thank you, Professor Neo. I'm having to evacuate everyone outside the hospital because of Charmy pulling the fire alarm. He's on his 5th sedation. How is he even still awake? What is that bee made of?
Well, that is an interesting question, because no one actually can figure out why he's like that.
I'm very sorry, Professor. I'm sorry to all the nurses and the attractive ones who had to deal with him. Thank you, Orlando. He's bound to be busy, so you know he's a hero after all. Don't you have super speed? You can go find him if you want him. No, I don't! I most certainly do not.
Who said you had super speed?
It doesn't run in the family. I wish it did. Then I could maybe do something myself. But as it stands, I have no powers. Nothing special, anyway. Well, maybe some powers, but you told me not to talk about that, so I won't.
Could you not, please?
Thank you, Caster Kodo. I would like to thank you again for your help with security earlier this week, Mr. Prower. It's better to be prepared in the city than caught unawares. My business partner also extends her thanks for the idea about the mesh over the windows. What are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
Are you even getting enough sleep?
No.
You're acting like you're drunk. You haven't been drinking, have you?
No, I haven't been drinking. I'm 17.
Well, that doesn't stop a lot of people.
Well, I'm not like my parents, so no, I don't drink.
Listen, you have a younger brother and all.
Yeah, I was...
So surely you know what it's like. The difficulties, all the complaints you possibly could have. They're difficult. Wouldn't being an only child be easier?
Yes.
I wouldn't know what it's like. I never was even for a second an only child.
That was for years.
I'll bet it was nice, right?
It was nicer than what came afterwards.
Thank you, CC Turtle. Show me a shout. Yeah. That's your power? Why would that be my power, shouting yeah?
What is nya?
I don't know. Let me try it again. Yeah. I didn't feel any different.
Well, please, don't do it again.
Thank you, Elliot. First rule of Fight Club, we don't talk about it. Hold on a second. Where is Fight Club?
Where are they Fight Clubbing?
You already mentioned it. By saying that, then you just mentioned Fight Club. Where is Fight Club?
Well, I believe the point of the rules of Fight Club is actually to teach people to start breaking the rules and fight dirty, so...
What are you talking about?
Well, that's the point of the original Fight Club rules.
What are the original Fight Club rules?
It's from a movie!
But we're talking about a real place!
Okay, well, I'm just talking about Fight Club.
You're not helping! Thank you, Obi-Wan. You know, your fathers both seem to be very weak-minded. Yes, they are. Your father really doesn't have, a strong character. I wonder if I can use my powers to control their thoughts, namely yours, Tails. Wait, hold on a minute. I don't like that.
No, wait, what?
I'm just saying your father seems to be easily pushed around.
No, where are you implying?
I don't know what he's implying. I'm just saying your father's pushed around easily. I don't know what he's trying to say. Thank you, CC Turtles. Chat, you can't talk about the club. What is the club? I want to know. Where is Sonic? Is he actually fighting?
No, he can't be. He's at work. I know that. I work at GUN.
I don't understand. Where is the Fight Club? I'll do something nice for somebody. Not like that.
Whoa, why would you say not like that? No, I was saying it was like that.
No, because Charmy's here.
All right.
Charmy's in the chat, that's why I have to say that. I will give a cookie, okay? A literal sweet cookie with chocolate chips.
I died.
To someone who tells me. See, it's really hard. Thank you, True Hero. Another day closer to my black belt. Oh, hi, Tails, how's it going? Well, congratulations. Beat up Charmy.
Maybe I can Can I choose a different character?
I don't know. Thank you, Elliot. Can't give away my secret side hustle. I need the money. Well, I'll give you more money. I'll give you $10.
$10 isn't a lot of money.
Well, fine then, 15.
Well, that is more than 10.
Yes, it is. Why is this level so long?
I don't know. This is level 1.
And it's really hard, and it's really long.
Did you just pick a hard character? Is she?
I picked easy mode. It had separate modes on it. I didn't think it was attached to the character.
Well, some characters might be harder to play as than others.
Well, maybe we should change it to Scott. Maybe it's easy as
I couldn't find a way to change the character.
We'll just close the game and reopen it.
No,
Press the pause button.
I'll just try and...
Press the pause button. Maybe we can switch there. Help and options.
No, that's not... No.
Exit game.
Hold on. I'm gonna try again, and if I die again, then I'm just gonna exit and choose a different character.
Maybe try playing Scott. Might help. Thank you, Terrios and Jack. Sonia is someone who is as deep in goddess. One who could go as a director. Let's say all hands that far up the chain of command are very dirty. Tail, speaking of, maybe don't come by gun tonight. We don't talk about Fight Club. Where is Fight Club?
What are you talking about?
What is this Fight Club? Where is it, and what does it have to do with Sonic? Thank you, True Hero. Wait, Charmy's still being a problem? I thought Big took care of that, but I'm assuming that's why he's in the ICU.
Well, yeah, that he is in the ICU, and I don't know what's going on.
This game is too hard. Thank you, Elliot. Sonia, I made $10,000 last time. You don't pay me anyway. Hold on a minute. How did you make $10,000? Where is Sonic? Where is Fight Club? What is Fight Club? Who is Fight Club?
There is no who is Fight Club.
It's worth asking. Does my sweet Dexter know about it?
Why would he be invited to Fight Club?
He's very strong. He has a lot of stamina.
Why would you do this? Why would you keep talking?
You're the one saying he's not strong, but he is.
You're relating everything back to sex too.
No, I was thinking of that, but he's also very good at running.
It was obvious you were thinking that too. You made it obvious.
But he is also very good at running and lifting weights and stuff like that. And he's really good at squats.
No, you're still talking about sex too.
No, I'm not. I said he's good at running. What's that got to do with anything?
Well, if it's sex too, then it must have additional mechanics to just regular sex one.
No, the levels are just longer. Thank you, CC Turtles. Elliot, don't tell these two anything more. No, two.
Games being longer doesn't necessarily mean it improves their pace.
Elliot, I thought you were my friend. Trust me, it does in this game. Thank you, Andy. Tails and Sonya are cool. And what game is this? This is Scott Pilgrim. It's ridiculously hard. Don't you think, Tails?
Well, I would agree.
Anyway, I guess I'll just go. Now I'm kind of interested to see if you can beat the level. Can I say to see if you can beat the level?
You can see if I can beat the level.
Because you don't really have any help about Sonic. Oh, hi, True Hero. Sonic's been trapped in a bunker for a week. That's why we haven't seen him lately. Wait, is the bunker where Fight Club is?
No, it's not.
How do you know?
Actually, are people calling it Fight Club because it's...
Is that why he was fighting a robot? Was it part of Fight Club?
As far as I know, nobody knew where he was.
Andy loves my voice. My sweet Schnuckum says that all the time. He says I have the sexiest voice he's ever heard.
You guys really love each other, huh?
Yes, we do. Deeply and truly. When do you think he'll propose?
Well, I mean,
Wait, I know. I'll ask everybody here. Have you seen any rumors or anything about Dexter buying me a ring?
I haven't.
Well, we went to that proposal thing. Hopefully he saw that and it made him think.
If anything, I think that would make a guy think maybe I shouldn't.
No, don't say that. I already bought myself a dress.
You what?
Well, you can never be too sure. What if we have something at short notice and I need to have one?
Who gets married at short notice?
I also bought the lingerie for my wedding night.
Whoa, please, no, stop.
It's really lacy and beautiful. It's very
I don't want to hear.
expensive.
I didn't want to hear about sex 2. I definitely don't want to hear about sex 3.
Sex 3, I like that.
No, stop it.
Maybe we'll invent that on our wedding night if it ever happens. You know, he really is taking his time.
How long have you even known Dexter?
Well, long enough to know we're meant to be together.
You're crazy.
It's not crazy when you're in love. Thank you, Basil. Tails needs help winning over Cream. Do you?
No, that... People are
She's the
making
girl
stuff,
at the cafe, right?
People are making stuff up.
Well, do you like her?
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Elliot. Sonia, it's for your safety. You don't know. I'm your friend. If you're really my friend, you tell me the truth. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Well, I visited your home, Sonia, and I was able to force mind control your dad into standing in the corner, so don't question him when you return home. Why would you do that? Literally, why would you want that? Thank you. It's helpful. But why? Thank you, child of the moon. You should have seen the ring Shaq gave me. Who's Shaq?
That's what people call Shadow sometimes.
He proposed to another woman?
No, that person pretends that...
Wait, what was the proposal like?
No, that child of the moon pretends to be having an affair with Shadow. He talks about it at work sometimes.
Thank you, Oma Chow. Did somebody mention a fight club? Yes, we did! Where is it? Where is the fight club?
Oh, Chow would probably know.
Well, apparently Sonic knows about it, and that might be where we can find him.
No, he's at work. He's not at Fight Club.
You don't know that!
If he's been to Fight Club, he is not currently or any longer at Fight Club.
I still want to know.
Why do you want to know about Fight Club?
I'm very curious at this point. You can't deny. Being told you can't know about something makes you want to know it, doesn't it? I thought everybody had that.
Maybe some.
It's like when you're a kid and someone says, I know something you don't know. It makes you want to know.
Maybe some things are better if you don't ever know them.
Well, I want to know. Thank you, Terry. I was just going to grab some equipment from my Joker's mission. Okay. Another note, we don't talk about the particulars of Fight Club. It's Rule 1 of Fight Club. And if you don't know about it, there's a reason. No, this isn't fair. You're all gatekeeping.
Why do you want to be in Fight Club so bad?
I don't. They're just saying you can't know. You can't know, which makes you want to know. Thanks for rewarding, Cheese. Tails, have you thought about wearing a faux leather jacket to see how people respond to you wearing it? He would never be able to carry that off.
I don't think that would be me.
But I think my Dexter would look very, very sexy with one on.
He wears a blouse.
It's a cardigan, thank you. And I think he should wear a leather jacket myself. Eventually, I'll convince him. Thank you, Obi-Wan Coyote. Sorry, Sonia. I just had to test it to make sure my panel worked on other Mobians. Now I'm on my way to your house, Tails. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
No, you're not. No.
Well, you gotta stop him because your dad won't do anything.
He's bluffing.
That man's a... Well, he's a coward, to be honest. There was that weird creature Mangy, and he did nothing about it. And that weird girl with the binoculars in the bushes, he did nothing about her either. There's a lot of weird things outside your house, Tails.
Yeah.
I thought me coming over would be weird, but no, you can get a lot weirder than that.
What?
Did you do it?
No, I think I found a secret level.
Well, at least you got farther than before. I think this game is unfairly hard. What the hell is that thing?
I think those are flying pigs.
I think the developers just couldn't be bothered to do anything with that.
Wait, I think it was a shortcut. I think I passed by some fights.
This is still the same level?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, they have their whole show. Thank you, Elliot. Omachow is the referee, and Sonya will talk later. Well, Omachow, where is it? Where is Fight Club? What if I wanted to watch? What if I wanted to go watch a fight?
But I guess you're not invited.
Thank you, Obi-Wan. Curious, how strong is your will of mind, Tails? Leave him alone! He's just playing a game!
Yeah, leave me alone.
Leave him alone!
Leave my mom alone.
Leave his mother alone. She's a darling woman. She's very nice. Thank you, CC Turtles. Elliot, damn it, what the hell, man? No! Elliot has to tell me! Thank you, Mr. Freeze. Fight Club, all right. Joker told me all about that. Then you tell me about it! This is not hard! Thank you, Professor Neil. Thank goodness managed to order my medic pawns to dogpile on Charmy and force him to wear a straitjacket, doubling the medications. Hopefully it will work. So sorry for Charmy causing trouble. Well, good luck to you. Honestly, dealing with that thing sounds like the worst job ever. You deserve a medal. Maybe even a trophy. Hopefully that medication kills the little menace.
Well, that seems harsh.
I don't literally mean it, but you understand.
Well, most people do literally mean it when they say they want Charmy to die.
Is it really that bad?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay, maybe I do hope it kills him.
Again, that seems harsh.
Well, you're not a girl. He doesn't harass you.
He harasses everyone, just in different ways.
Not like that, though. I don't think. Unless he likes boys as well.
Not yet, I guess.
Thank you, Ronan. Hey guys, Ember the Hedgehog here. How are y'all? Not good. And so you don't want to be in Fight Club. Trust me, it'll ruin your beauty streak. No, I don't want to be in it. I want to know where it is so I can find my brother. And Tails, if Obi-Wan Coyote shows up, just punch him in the face. Tails can't punch anyone in the face.
Why would I punch people?
He can't even do yoga. Well, there he is. Hi, Obi-Wan. You know, Tails, just name any woman and I can get them to go on a date with you. With a little force mind control, you need a woman in your life. That's
what the hell?
Don't tell Charmy that for a start.
You can't mind control women. That's problematic.
It's probably illegal, and if it's not, it should be. Someone needs to write to Congress.
How are you going to convince Congress that mind control's real?
With that guy? Thank you, Ray. Why join a fight club? Why not a fun club like the PTA Pie Tasting Anonymous or Chest? Charcuterie Chest Enthusiast Supply Team. Delicious. Okay, listen. That's my kind of place, and if those are real things, I want to go. But I'm looking for my brother, and apparently he's at the Fight Club, Ray.
No, he's not at the Fight Club. He's at work.
You don't know that. That's not what they're saying. Apparently he knows something about it, so if you know, Ray, please tell me. And also tell me if those clubs exist. I love charcuterie boards. Thank you, Ian. Tails, honestly, moving out might be good for you.
I don't think it's a might.
You said you're only 17.
I'm gonna be 18 in June.
Don't be like Sonic. Don't be a teenage hobo.
No, I'm talking about moving out into an apartment, not moving out to be homeless.
Well, still. You don't want to be without a home. And honestly, living with family is not as bad as you think. It saves a lot of money.
But my family's gonna be a broken home.
Well, you don't know that.
It seems very likely.
Your parents might actually love each other, unlike mine. Thank you, Elliot. I can get you in as my guest, Sonya, but it's dangerous. Well, just where is it?
How am I gonna be Obi-Wan? He's made it his life's mission to break up my parents.
Well, what if they love each other? Have you considered that?
I don't think.
What if your mother's into that whole unattractive loser thing? I know I am.
That's kind of a weird thing to say.
No, it's true. I like chubby nerds. I never liked men other girls liked. Only occasionally, but my type is a little ugly, medium ugly.
Why do you want them to be ugly?
Medium ugly. Thank you, Lajari. Sonic is doing it for the money for you both, Tails, so he is at the Fight Club. I knew it!
He can't possibly at the Fight Club. He's supposed to be at work.
I knew it! You know, you were trying to gaslight me.
Look,
you know, if you ask me, you already know where it is, don't you?
I don't know anything about Fight Club.
Thank you, Terios. Elliot, shush! You've already said too much. Joker, Turles, freeze. We have to stop this. Remember Rule 2, punish those who ran out Fight Club. Leave Elliot alone. He didn't do anything wrong. He's just trying to help me find my brother. Thank you, Rejoice. Oh, hi, Tails. I got to stream late and find you playing one of my favorite games. It's really hard.
It is really, really hard.
That's great. We're sorry you couldn't make it to the 40K gathering. You were right. My salamanders were crushed. Brody's Customs custards. Something like that won everything, but it was fun. I have no idea what any of that means.
I'm too tired to know either.
Thank you, True Hero. By the way, Sonia, if you want to make out with Dexter, that's fine. But could you please not do it in public? We don't need the nightmares. It's not a nightmare. It's a nice dream. I love that man more than anything, and I'm allowed to kiss him as much as I want in public because it's not illegal.
I feel like some of the stuff you were doing might have been illegal in public.
Like what?
Are you really gonna make me say?
Yes, I am, because I don't think I did anything illegal.
The groping and the grabbing and the
Well,
grinding.
first of all, that was mostly him, and second of all, it's also not illegal.
Well, speaking of things that maybe should be illegal.
Well, why? You know, people like you just sound jealous to me.
I don't want to be with you or Dexter.
I don't see anything wrong with what we're doing. It sounds
You made
to me like
everybody uncomfortable. You were the only
you
were the
need
only
your own.
thing people
You
were
just
talking
need
about
your
at
own
the party.
girlfriend. That's your problem.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Well, you need to get one.
Maybe, but
Ask one of the girls out in the chat here.
No! The only girls out in the chat are like Tina, and she's a creepy stalker.
Well, she might have to do for now.
No, I don't want
Listen, when I was your age, I dated as many people as I could.
I don't know if I should be trying to emulate you.
I found true love in the end. It worked. Listen, the faster you work through people, the faster you'll get to your true love.
This has some...
It makes sense. Thank you, rewarding cheese. I think some places have misdemeanors on PDAs. Well, not here. Thank you, Chaos. Sonia, there are indecent laws. I was wearing clothes. And so
Did I
was
reach the
Dexter.
level?
You made it to the party. We're gonna say yes even if you didn't. We're gonna count it as a win.
Oh, wait, no, it's boss.
Thank you, Elliot. Terios, remember I'm top fighter when I say goes, bro. Where is it? Thank you, Joker. It's not an underground fight club if you just tell people where it is or you bring people in, Elliot. Are you trying to bring the cops in on this? I just want to know where my brother is. It's not illegal. Why does everybody have it out for me anyway?
Because you make everybody feel uncomfortable, I think.
Is that why I'm not allowed to know where my brother is?
I don't know why you're not allowed to know where Sonic is.
I don't know either. Thank you, Ronan. Ember the Hedgehog says, Sonia, Tails is right. Sonic is at work, but he's not in the fight club. I know this because I work with him, and Tails, if you can't punch him, get someone to do it for you. As a matter of fact, I do it. Tails can't punch people, and he shouldn't be getting other people to do his dirty work for him. Thank you, Ray. What happened to Gamer Girl 92?
Well, that was Zoe, and we kind of made up over things.
Thank you, Lajari. So, Joker, what about the Fight Club brackets? I don't care about that. I just want to know where it is. Nobody in all the things that have been said about Fight Club has said. Thank you, Anonymous. Tails, don't listen to her. It makes it worse. Why would dating a lot of people casually make it worse? You learn what you like and what you don't like. Just a single date with at most a little kiss at the end. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, to be honest, I could actually think of several things, but...
You're a guy. I didn't. I'm a girl, and still nothing bad happened to me. So I have some loser ex-boyfriends. Who doesn't?
I think that's what this game is about.
Exactly. You have to kiss a lot of frogs before finding your prince or princess charming.
That is an interesting perspective.
You should just go on all the dates you can while you're young. Then you'll find your soulmate when you're young, and you can live your life happily ever after for longer. It's a sound logic.
I think I might have actually beaten the boss. Wait, it said KO!
Listen, you made it to the party. We're gonna count it as a win. I count it as a win.
Oh, he's dying. Okay, he died.
You did it! That was the longest level anyone's ever played! You know, you should be really proud of yourself for that. That was really good.
Why is a good, clean run of that first level
Oh,
like
look
half
at that
an hour?
kiss! Are they supposed to get arrested as well?
Well, those other people aren't enjoying the fact that they're doing that.
But it's meant to be cute and funny. Oh, hi, Gamer Girl 92.
Oh, hey, Gamer Girl
You want to
92.
rate it? I think it's for you.
Hi, Tails. I hope this isn't a bad time. I just wanted to drop by to let you know my parents have moved up our visit to Station Square this weekend. If free, I'd be really happy if we could still meet up. We could meet up at that cute Chow Cafe and catch up. Wait, this week I can't do that this week. I have work.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm not even gonna be in this state. I would have to do this whole thing with a G1 field thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you like that one?
No,
You do.
I'm gonna turn off
Wait,
this game.
Gamer Girl,
I don't have time to play this. I don't have time to play level 2. And
Wait, Tails, don't be like
look, I
that.
have a bunch more work stuff to do, and I'm still physically exhausted.
No, wait,
so
don't go.
I
Tails,
need some rest.
No,
and
wait,
I need to do work stuff after
Did I do
rest.
something wrong? Tails? I don't know how to switch your computer off. I don't make you lose your progress. Hi, the juries of Joker one of the Fight Club brackets. I think I read that already. Hi, Obi-Wan. Is Dexter secretly in the so-called Fight Club? He better not be! Wait a minute! What makes you think he would know? I think you're true here. Whoever made this Fight Club rumor must be pretty batty. Batty? Is it a bat? Like Batman? Batman started a Fight Club? Well, I never. I thought he was better than that. Well, somebody ought to report him to the police he works with. Thank you, Lightning Tiger. Only club I know, Baby Girl Club Silver. No, apparently it's Batman's club. Thank you, Buff said. It's 6-6 aggregate. Barca and our greatest game of all time. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Thank you, Joker. According to the bracket, we have 8 fighters left. Sonic Shadow, Mr. Freeze, Elliot Bane, Killer Croc, King Shark, ZZ, Turles. Okay, listen. If my brother is there, I'm going to find him. But before that, I'm going to ask... I'm gonna ask if my boyfriend knows anything about this, because I simply will not have it. Goodbye, everyone. I will get to the bottom of this. Thanks, Omachow. Sign right up. We're available for pranks in our secret fight club. 666. Okay, that is quite enough. I'm gonna find my schnookums and get to the bottom of this. I will find my brother, even if it kills my boyfriend. Not me. My boyfriend does my work for me.